This is the E7014 stick electrode. This rod falls within the F2 fill freeze group for your F groups as defined by the American Welding Society. This particular rod would fall in the same categories with your C12s and also 13s as well. It is a fill freeze, meaning it'll freeze in any position, so you can use this rod in the flat, horizontal, vertical, and overhead position. 7014 has been known to be used as a downhill rod as well. It does create a large amount of slag, so you have to really check your angle and your arc length if you do choose to go downhill, but it works wonderfully going vertical up. The flux itself is a thick coating. It is going to be in iron powder titania. Anytime you add that iron powder to your flux, it helps with speed. So you can turn this rod up to a higher amperage and actually get some pretty quick welds completed with this particular rod. It is DC positive, DC negative, and also alternating current rod. So if you just have a transformer only machine, you can use this rod. And if you have DC capability, you can run DC positive or negative based on the type of penetration you are looking for. The rod in general will be a shallow to medium penetration, about medium deposition rates. It'll make an even rippled bead with a flat to slightly convex contour. It's going to have pretty much little to no spatter, and the slag will remove very easily. As long as you run this rod slow and you keep a good 1 rod diameter arc length, then this slag will pop right off. It is good for sheet metal, thinner plates. You could even run a multi-pass bead with this on some thicker plates if needed. It also works okay with some poor fit ups. So if you have something that's got no gap and then it starts to have a little bit of a gap, you can adjust your settings and you can kind of run it on a little bit of a colder side and still be able to bridge those gaps if needed. Because this rod does produce a good amount of slag, it is a good idea to have a steeper arc length than to be straight up and down. Just kind of tilt it down a little bit more and help encourage that slag to roll behind the actual puddle instead of getting in front of the puddle as you progress along your sheet or plate. Blue Demon does make rod diameters for the 7014 from 1/16 all the way up to 3/16. So you got a couple size options available, whether you're trying to fill a larger joint or maybe working on some thinner sheet metal. They also make containers that are going to be a 1 pound, 5 pound, 10 pound, and all the way up to a 50-pound box for this particular rod. Overall, I think Blue Demon did a phenomenal job on this rod. As you can see from the videos, it is a smooth arc. It has easily removed slag. This is a great all-purpose rod used in garages to make simple repairs, out on the farm, possibly at a school, or anywhere in the field that we need to join thinner or thicker materials.